I said in the book, there's no more understandable development in the history of Christianity than Black progressivism. Because look at what led to it. They raped, murdered, and killed us for 250 years in the name of Jesus. They go, well, hold on. This is Jesus. We need to do this another way.
Yeah.
And so even if I disagree with deep empathy. And I'm trying to say, rather than me fighting with you, and this is what they pay us to do. They pay Black people in evangelicalism to say horrible things about Black progressives. That's the reason why you never see me on the internet yelling at some Black. I just don't fight with Black people in public. I just don't do it. It's like one rule that I have. Because there is like, y'all not going to control me. Now, I do have things that I need to say, right? And I will say them as carefully as I can, but I'm not going to be your, let's get Esau to talk about being, pro-life or whatever, because we need Black people in the pro-life movement. Right. I said, no, okay. I said, no, I'm going to talk about all the things that are important to me. And I am going to do so in a way that is charitable to people who disagree with me. And I want to do it in a way that feels authentic. That's the reason why I talked about opening with Andre 3000. That seems like just rhetoric. It was important because I wanted a Black person who opened the book. Now, you got to be a certain age. You got to at least remember, like,
Sure.
You can't be hey ya outcast. You need to be some realistic outcast. You need to be early outcast, not the,
Right.
But for the people who got it, they was like, oh,
got to be elevated.
We're in the culture and let's have a conversation. And so I really think that there's a future for like Black orthodoxy. It has to be a form of talking about the Christian faith that isn't afraid to tell the truth. What I mean is that sometimes we try to downplay the problem, so it feels like there's less work for Jesus to do. This is a big problem of evangelicalism. Well, if racism isn't that bad, then like Jesus only has to do so much changing of hearts, right? But I go, no. And so like they argue with progressives by downplaying the scope of the problem and locating it somewhere else. I said, no, my progressive brothers and sisters have diagnosed the sinfulness of traditional churches. Well, they have pulled the receipts. And I have to say, but Jesus is the answer. And people don't listen to Jesus is the answer unless you can articulate the problem.
That's right. That's right.
I
He's
can't
the answer to what?
Black space and say things aren't so racist. Trust Jesus. Right. When they get hit upside the head and put over by the police, I gotta say no. What was done to you was wicked.
Right.
God weeps with you. But the tomb is empty. And so I think that if you're going to have like a future for Christian theology that's authentically Black or that ministers to Black people, it has to actually address the real problems. And the divide between evangelicalism and Black Christian spaces is they don't want to talk about the real problem. But if we can't talk about the real problem, then we can't minister to our communities.
Facts.